Hey, my babies. Thank all y'all for tuning in to Shut the Fuck Up and Listen. I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for all y'all support in the very beginning. Y'all know here in real life, though, and then Shut the Fuck Up and Listen, y'all can state your point of views and opinions without being judged. So, baby, go ahead and tap in, tune in, do whatever you need to do, but get over here and quick.
What's up? What's up? I got my girl in the building. My girl, I'm gonna let her go ahead and introduce herself. And after that, Ash with the facts. We're gonna start it off right. Go ahead on, baby.
All right, y'all. It's Shay Bay here from Blue and Shade Chronicles over here with Ash on Shut the Fuck Up Listen, as well as
I'm gonna let it run y'all till she come back. Sorry, they blowing her phone up. She ain't get no break. But until then, yeah, that's my girl Shay B from Blue and Shade Chronicles. They go on 9:30 p.m. on daily. And baby, it goes down over there. Okay. They be having a love matching, the therapy Tuesday, the freaky Fridays, the girl every day is just a different day. It's very therapeutic. You can go over there. It's just like a family, baby. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to Blue and Shade Chronicles YouTube page. Make sure y'all turn that notification on and do the same thing for your girl with Ash with the facts. So today we talking about Gucci.
girl.
I got you, sis. I see I ain't left out this time. I stayed here and I waited for you. I held it down.
You paused it.
No, I let it keep going.
Okay. So Shay Bay here of Blue and Shade Chronicles. We're on nightly at 9:30 over on here on YouTube. Y'all got to excuse me because I just had got kind of like sidetracked with my thoughts and my tone and everything, my speech.
But today, y'all, today's topic is Gucci Man. There are so many people saying that she got the man under a love spell. Some people saying she got him dicked out on meds. I mean, so me and Shay here today to go ahead and see what's popping. We gonna talk about it. So
Right.
Shay, what you think?
Okay. So for me, overall, I could see why most people are thinking that she's controlling, right? I also feel that something is very off with him, the way that he was sitting and the lack of response, the lack of movement and things like that, paying attention to his body language. It's almost like something she said or the way that her voice came off, it just put him at an attention. Like there's nothing wrong with listening to your wife. I also noticed she kept saying I when it's about him having the mental illness and things like that. So I might have to get the book to read the book to hear what he has to say about what's going on with him because we
Okay.
didn't really get anything.
Okay. And my opinion on it is I'm just gonna say if it's going like how she's speaking of, with her dealing with all those mental issues he had, like with him telling her, "Oh, I hate you, I don't like you," and all the other mean things she didn't indulge in. I mean, me myself personally, she's strong mentally because I couldn't do it. Once verbal abuse started, and I have to force you into getting help, and you don't really want that help for yourself. Basically, she stated that they kidnapped him. Like she had to stage a kidnapping to get him to get
To
help.
get him help.
So for
She
me,
did.
that would be too like that would be too deep. But I can say that I feel like maybe it's the meds that have him off, and that's the reason why a lot of people don't believe in taking their crazy meds. Like how everybody be on Miss T about the meds. The
Right.
meds have you off. Like some people they sleep all day, some people they do excessive eating, some people turn into a complete mute, and it's deep. So it's like I wouldn't really know what to do in that situation. I can't
Right.
take the smallest verbal abuse. I can't take somebody calling me stupid, calling me dumb. Now, if you say, Ashley, what you did was dumb, I could do that. But when you like, oh, you dumb, you stupid, this, that. So a man that's supposed to love me and be my hero and be my protector, provider, and you telling me you hate me, I don't really know what I would do in that situation. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this clip roll. Me and Shay, we're gonna let one clip roll, and this is not them. This is one of the girls' opinion about what happened.
A girl is so obsessed with image and that man that she put a love spell on him.
Well, due to monetization policies, we did play a clip from the interview, but we can't keep playing it. So I'm sorry, guys. But back to discussion.
Like Gucci, if you're still in there somewhere, blank, cough, sneeze, let us know you okay. She's obsessed with image, and she cannot risk losing her husband or it would damage her image. That's her brand. Gucci is her brand. She's vain and she's obsessed with image. Look, she has fucking hidden kids. Kids that she's hidden from us because it didn't go well with her brand. Gucci is dealing with what we call in the South roots. That lady got roots on that man. That's witchcraft. Keysha Keyshia has witchcraft on Gucci. He's not a cologne. He is covered in witchcraft. That whole interview was just bizarre. As someone who knows a lot of schizophrenic people, and I've seen it in different ranges. I've seen it in paranoia. I've seen it in mild. I've seen it in high. I've seen it in an episode. I've seen it on meds. Gucci does not have schizophrenia. He may have had a drug-induced psychotic episode before, here and there, but that ain't what's going on, baby. That is a spiritual battle that's connected to somebody real close to him. That lady who changed her whole face. The amount of men that are like, yeah, she's a good woman, da 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 da. Did you not hear what she said? She called him weak. You have to listen to the way that Keysha Keyshia is putting together these words. She said she is stronger than him. She is constantly drilling that into his brain that he is weak, mentally ill, handicapped.
That's what I
So,
wanted to touch on when she said, I'm stronger than he is. And the way that this lady just had said it, she she took it to another area of strength. What Keisha really meant was mentally she's stronger than he is. You know, she understands how to battle those things. But Keisha Kale also contradicted herself because she also said that she don't have those kind of problems. So how can you know how to combat something if you have not ever experienced it?
clock it.
So,
They giving it to y'all.
right, me being someone that has gone through different types of things. I have not ever been diagnosed as schizophrenic. Let me get that straight. Let's get that clear. I have been diagnosed as bipolar, someone also suffering with major depressive disorder and things of that nature. I do know that the medication you take will temporarily take you away from your reality. Now, once that medication starts to wear off, yeah, you start seeing everything for what it was, right? So if he's having, or as you say, about to have an episode, your first thought is to automatically go into medicating him and not finding out what's causing it. That's a problem for me. Because first, in order to know why I'm having an episode, we need to figure out what caused this episode to happen. Because if we are constantly medicating me, we won't ever get to the bottom of it.
That part.
So, you know, those are the things, you know, and like if she leave him with with their kids, if you're constantly stopping an episode from taking place, if your kids don't know that their dad is ill, how would they know if they're with him alone and you're not there? How would they know what to do?
That part.
Because
That's a
my
major
kids
thing.
knew when they were younger. My daughter and my son are 10 years apart, yet still they knew if I needed medicine. They knew if my short fuse has been lit. They knew when anything was about to happen. They knew how to help me, calm me down. So, other than medicating, find out what's the reason. And come to a common understanding of what we can do naturally to calm you down before we medicate you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to know what type of street pharmaceuticals he could possibly be using to trigger the episode she described, because she described it as if he was having these episodes because of whatever drugs he was using. Now,
Right. Because they said weed, she did bring up weed and things like that. And my thing is, even from when I was a little girl, I never saw weed make you have a manic episode or anything like that. What did they
exactly,
put in the weed for him to have a manic episode?
exactly.
You know, now being in the profession that I'm in now, I understand how those episodes can take place. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like they doing all the sh- how to put it, street drugs, I'ma
Yeah.
say, or non FDA medications. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And they're having these things happen. And the last thing that they could tell you in most cases is, I had smoked some weed. But you don't know what they put in your weed.
You definitely
But you
don't know.
also drank some syrup.
Exactly. Are you also popped the pill?
Exactly.
Are you also
So he
smoked weed
did,
that was
he
Delta
mentioned
88?
popping pills.
Yeah.
He did mention popping pills.
Mm-hmm.
And, she said, I didn't know him. And I say somebody needs to help that guy. Um, that just put a chill over my body. Because if you didn't know him and you felt somebody needed to help that guy, and the way that you went in to save him, and now everything is basically I, and you
This is the
include your
moment.
husband, everything is I.
It's
I'm
the
trying to
moment.
understand that part. Because then that's when the previous girl video about the brand, him being her brand, is like a yeah and then a no.
Mm-hmm.
But Keisha definitely gave guys a picture to what a ride or die female is.
She definitely did. But Gucci is not fighting it though. See, some men, when you try to be that ride or die, because I've tried it before in a past relationship, it doesn't work out. Like how she
For
said,
real.
you put them in a facility and they go there and they sign themselves out and stuff like that. At this
Mm-hmm.
time, I wasn't married. I was only dating the guy. So when I would
Yeah.
call and get him put in that place because he up there threatening me, telling me he gonna not threatening me actually me, but like threatening himself, saying he's gonna kill himself.
Right.
And I don't want that blood to be on my hands because you know how family is. The first thing something go wrong and you with your
They
girlfriend and y'all
blame
in a
you.
different state, they want to blame you.
Right.
I'm talking about less than 72 hours. It's supposed to be a 72-hour hold on anybody that goes into a mental facility. They was
Mm-hmm.
letting them out within 24, 48 hours because they didn't have enough beds and they had other people trying to come in with more
Right.
serious things going on. So that for me, I understood. But if that man don't want it and he's steady fighting it, it's not
That's
gonna work.
that's another thing. Cause not once, like I said, Gucci, why you didn't bite some part of that goddamn interview? They was talking about you. You know, he didn't speak to what he wanted. It was
For him.
basically how she wanted things done for him with his battle. So he said, I want to say it how he put it. He said, I knew something was wrong. I felt when I put the ice cream cone on my face, that was a cry for help. I really didn't know that it was a cry for help, but I see now that it was a cry for help. He said, and one of the executives told him that was very good for marketing or something like that. And he said, he was like, I'm crying for help. He didn't say that to them, and usually if somebody is lost, no matter what their profession is, if you're lost and somebody who knows you, they see that you're moving a little different, they'll often pull you aside and say, you sure you okay? Now, everybody don't know how to go into really getting into your mind to explain what's going on. And so, like, I want to piggyback off of something you said about the verbal abuse, the being told that you ain't nothing, I don't like you, this, that, and the third. And I've been on both sides of the mouthpiece when it comes to something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't deal with a substance abuser. I dealt with a alcohol abuser.
Same
So
difference.
the
Same
the
thing.
verbal abuse is verbal abuse and depends on how they give it to you. You're gonna receive it the way that you feel that is hurting you, right?
Exactly.
So a lot of times when we're told I hate you, it's not the whole total you. It's something that you're doing, and it's just a matter of, well, damn, because to us, when we saw everything that's going on, we felt like she doing the right thing, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Yet to him, he's saying, I hate you. We don't know what was going on that made him say that.
Exactly.
They're
That
not going
too.
to touch on what actually went on besides him having an episode. Because, see, we all know certain things happen. We have triggers, something that
Yeah.
drive us into that moment of expression. So, yeah, it's more to it other than just feeling that he's schizophrenic, bipolar. Um, does he look like he have a touch of schizophrenia to me? A little. And the reason I'm gonna say that because I have a little cousin. We didn't find out he was schizo until in his 20s. But
Mm-hmm.
before, very articulate, still articulate, very well mannered and everything. It just shifted and he changed. And he had moments where, like, Gucci was sitting there looking like a zombie. And like I said, he didn't even fix his damn glasses or nothing, no part of that damn interview. So I'm wondering, like, are you okay? Because even if I'm just sitting down, I'm gonna do like this, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna move some kind of way. He just stayed in one position. And I'm like, oh damn. So, my little cousin sometimes he be looking off like that. Um, but for the most part, something just really didn't seem right with his body language and everything, his responses. This was an interview about him, and yet he said very little.
Yep. So what we gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and roll this clip so y'all can see it on the actual Breakfast Club, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna elaborate on it. Let's roll the clip. That out of that whole interview,
So
that's basically the only little words he spoke. So it's like for me,
right. And look at the part that he actually smiled on. I have to get gangster with him, and that's how, a lot of times if you present toxic to these men, they love it.
yeah, they do
They
because a lot
love
of
it.
it be demonic. Like you understand when they on them pills and on that lean and the alcohol, it opens up demonic portals. So when they
Yeah,
like how you said earlier when you was like yeah when they saying like they hate you and stuff like that, a lot of the times that's not it's not them talking, but
right,
every woman cannot deal with that, and if she do,
right,
you understand. Like and when I say you, I'm talking to people in general. Gucci Man is in a whole different tax bracket. Of
right,
course, she's not going to let him just leave. If she
right,
can work through this, she could keep the fabulous life. She can keep the money. She can keep building her brand. As the girl said, that's her whole brand.
right.
Us normal women, we have to work. We got kids in the house watching. We
Yes,
cannot be missing work because you decided to flash out and flatten all the ties or beat us or punch us in the eye or something. We had a black eye or we had to struggle and try to fight with you to get you in the hospital. We don't have the power to get 6 bodyguards together and throw you in the back of the
exactly.
van and get a lawyer and say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and be your power of attorney. But a lot of people are doing conservatorships now where they're getting
Right,
agents to sign these orders to where they can fully take over a person, everything, they finances. They have no Wendy Williams, they're
right.
trying to do it to Nicki Minaj. There's a few other famous people out here that they're trying to do it to. But us, when us regular people see that, and
We
not
don't
all
really
of us,
know.
exactly. We don't really know what to do or what's going on. how to feel about it. But I feel like this: if you are married and you have to go through something similar, and you want to stay there and stick it out through your marriage, and try to catch this man when he's in his normal self, when he's having these F's before he getting these F's, and you want to work it out, and he want to work it out, go for it. But
Right.
if that
Well, due to monetization policies, we did play a clip from the interview, but we can't keep playing it. So I'm sorry, guys. But back to discussion.
if that man is showing you over and over again, I don't want no help. I don't get. We don't went to the
Right.
minister. We don't went to the mental institution. We don't went to friends and family. We done prayed about it. The family done prayed
Yeah.
about it, and it's just not working. Cut it off. That's how I
Let
feel.
it
But go
go.
ahead, Shay. What you
Yeah.
think, girl?
Now, here's another thing that I also noticed because within the interview, he was like he don't want his kids to see him like that,
Mm-hmm.
and the power that he put behind speaking on his how his kids see him.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's a statement that a lot of men, not only black men, should really value about their
Yes.
kids or
Yes.
whatnot. Not just in the case of mental illness, just in the case of everything that you do and how you move in your life.
Yes.
You should want your kids to see the best version of you. And yet you also want your kids to understand that I have my bad moments too. This is what it looks like when daddy is not okay. Because that way they'll know how to get you help. They'll know
Yes.
what they have to do to help you. I don't feel that your kids should be left in the blind if you have some things going on
Yes.
that could potentially hurt them as well as you, because they need to know what steps they need to take.
Facts. Because if he have an F one day and she's not there, and them kids is not aware that he's not himself, and he mess around and hurt them or flash out, because they have plenty of parents now that is catching these psychotic breaks, going to jail for killing their own children that came from
Children.
them. And it's a
Yep.
lot of minorities, like white people has been known for suicide and killing themselves
Hmm.
and whole family, but it's something new when it starts to hit our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like we don't never want to do therapy. We don't never want to
Right.
do this. We don't never want to do that. We don't want to take meds. The white people don't know
Right.
what they talking about. A lot of us was raised like that. Don't put people like white people outside in your
Hmm.
business, because that's when CPS get involved. That's when the state
Yes.
get involved. So it's like we gotta find some type of way to break that barrier. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the thing is, with our community, they have to grasp the concept of it's two different people you talk to when you have behavior issues.
Yes,
You go and you talk to the psychologist first.
exactly.
That one is going to hear you and give you suggestions and advice.
And
A
prescribe your medicine.
psychologist cannot medicate you. When you see a psychiatrist, that's when the options for medication is going to come at play. So know
Okay.
that there's a difference. You want to talk to a psychologist. And if it doesn't help you, then you talk to a psychiatrist.
Okay. So let's. I want you to elaborate, because a lot of people don't know the difference between a psychiatrist, a psychologist, and a therapist. So where the therapists come into play?
The therapist could honestly be like your and see that's the crazy part because for me, I did it backwards. Because when I had my little issues, I saw a psychiatrist first.
Uh
Because
huh.
I did have an attempt on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't start seeing a psychologist until 2021 after I lost my daughter and my son. I mean, my nephew, but he's like my son, my
Uh huh.
brother, baby boy, Malik. He was murdered like a month and 3 weeks after my daughter died. And I saw a psychologist, started talking to her. Now, as far as a regular therapist, I would say that's someone that's before the psychologist you could talk to. Because in other words, they're like a behavior specialist, is what I think they call them.
Yeah.
You talk to them and then you do a psychologist and then a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist is the one that's going to prescribe you the medications because they have to make sure that that medication is working for you, that you're not having a side effect to it or anything like that. The psychologist is going to hear you out. They're going to talk to you. They're going to give you suggestions. The psychiatrist is also going to talk to you, but it's not going to be a lengthy visit like it will
Yeah,
be with a
it definitely
psychologist.
it's definitely not. I think with my psychiatrist visits for everyone I done had, I've been on meds off and on since I was
Hmm.
7. I started off with Ritalin back in the days. That was like the medicine they love to give kids that are
Yeah.
ADHD and stuff. So it would only be about like 30 minutes. I go in there, they give you the little survey, they let you fill
Uh-huh.
it out or your mom fill it out, and that was it. But when I got older,
Right.
what I started doing was I would find a in-house therapist that has a psychiatrist there, so I can go ahead
Hmm.
and do 2 visits at one time. I go from the
Right.
psychiatrist, go back into the waiting room, go right back
And
to the
now they don't let you.
yeah,
Now
yeah,
they don't let you.
yeah. Thanks to insurance, they changing all of that.
Yeah.
But you can see
Right.
I haven't been to my psychiatrist or my therapist in about like almost 2 years. But the reason being is because now when the PCP see that you are already on meds because they don't link everything through Epic, so they can see everything you take. If you
Yeah.
refill, they'll just refill it. So that's
Right.
what I've been
Right.
doing. Just
Right.
getting my refills.
Right. And see, like, because for me, as far as the psychiatrist, it's been over 10 years that I seen a psychiatrist.
Hmm.
And I was keeping my last Ambien
Uh-huh.
as a reminder how far I came because I stopped taking all that medication cold turkey. And you know, they tell you you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
I stopped because I was like, I don't like the way I feel now. If I wanted to sleep and not be messed with,
Yeah.
I'll take it so I could go to sleep. So you can't mess with me and I won't hear you. I won't feel you touch me or nothing. I'm just out,
Yeah, because that's what it do
So
you. That's what it do you,
yeah,
and that's why a lot of people don't want to take it because if you work, like for me, girl, just recently, this happened like literally like 7 months ago. I called myself it is Seroquel, which they call it quinpentine or some shit as well.
yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Quinpentine.
Uh-huh.
So that's the two names for it. And they said take a half a pill. Now keep in mind, I had surgery. I had the gastric sleeve, so my stomach
Yes.
literally is no bigger than my fist. It actually probably
Uh-huh.
smaller than my fist. 'Cause I got big ass hands. So I went and took a half of the pill because that's what she instructed me to do. Now realizing in my chart I had a previous surgery, so really I was supposed to take a half a pill. I went
Mm-hmm.
to work shade the next day. It looked like I was dead. Like it looked like I was a zombie, literally. Like I draw blood. I had to pray to get through the day. And I'm back there
Yeah.
with the MAs and I'm like this. They like and the day before I had accidentally stabbed myself with a dirty needle because we had to switch from LabCorp, which had
Uh-huh.
the safety caps on there, to Quest, where you had to actually put the cap on there for the dirty needle.
Yes.
So as I was doing it, one of the girls from front came and asked me something. I turned around, I was going down with it, not paying attention, and I poked myself. So they all thought like this man had gave me a drastic something, but like they tested me the
Right.
same day. So they was trying to wait on my test results and everything to come back. And I'm saying to myself, like, no, I took that medicine. Ever since then, I did not. I'm like, you know what? I can't take this shit because when you take it, you can't get nothing done. You not
Right.
going to
At
work. You
all.
can't drive. Like I had to literally pull over on the
At
side of the
all.
road. My husband worked out of state at the time, so I
Mm-hmm.
ain't got nobody here. So I got to make sure I'm
Yeah.
mindful. You know, and my kids they don't drive yet. I wish they
Right.
did, but they're not into doing it. So it's just me when he not here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can understand. But I would say I do commend you on being 10 years off your meds. You are
Oh
doing
yeah.
extremely, extremely good. If you don't
Oh
be
yeah.
transparent, a person would never know. Like you always upbeat and happy and always speaking
Right.
positive. So that's really a good thing.
Yeah.
That's really a good thing.
A- And that's why I tell people where I'm at now, it took me a journey to get here. Cause again, I was married at the time all of this was going on.
Hmm.
I've been divorced, what, 8 years now? September made 8 years. And don't get me wrong, I'm better now that I'm not married. Do
Yeah,
I want to get married again? Yes, I do.
of
Am I going to
course.
be different? I know I will.
Yeah.
I was angry about a lot of things that didn't have anything to do with my marriage, and things like that. So everything that I went through with my mental health, it wasn't a direct effect because of my marriage. Yet when I had my first side effect from the medication that I was on, it was Wellbutrin.
Hmm.
And that's when I started hearing those disparaging statements and things like that. And I started thinking, okay, I got to figure out a way to get away from this medicine. this
Yes.
boy is gonna cover me with the last shovel of dirt if I don't finish and get myself away from this shit.
Yes.
So I had to start moving away from it like that. So that's what got me to where I'm at now, where I I make it upset if you say or do something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not letting it bother me for the duration. So that's why I be like, huh, I'm not arguing with nobody. You said that, all right, but this what you said. You come back and you said something. I ain't telling you shit else. You gonna say what
Yeah.
you want to say, and I'm gonna say what I want to say. Or if you say something in them comments or anything like that, drop that link, please. I'm gonna come up
Exactly.
and I'm gonna address that person on the video camera. And after I say what I gotta say, I'm gonna drop down.
Yeah, that's how
I'm
you have
not.
to do
Look,
it.
you're gonna hear my voice. I don't want you to read no characters. You're gonna hear my voice. Cause
Yes.
you might feel that my voice is irritating to you.
Girl, but yeah, like I really just think like if she's doing this for the right reasons, I pray God continue to give her strength. And if she's
You
doing it for
know,
the wrong reasons, I hope she be exposed.
I'll say this. I believe it's from a good place,
Oh,
right? It's to me, it's more so her wording. Again, the I. That'll definitely draw people off
yeah,
because she's saying I. It's like I'm not married to this man. He's doing exactly what I'm saying because he is me. Yeah, you and your husband should be each other because y'all unified.
yes,
Yet his mental is inside of him, not inside of you.
yeah,
So what are the steps that you are allowing him to understand about what's going on with him? Because again, she kept answering, he couldn't say anything. So you're telling him, she said, because a lot of things he didn't remember. She have to remind him what happened. She have to tell him what happened. And he said, yeah, she told me. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, so you don't remember none of this?
you probably
How
don't.
do you
I have
know?
I have a nephew, right?
Uh-huh.
And my nephew was having these psychotic breaks. Somebody had put a Mickey on him or something like that. So once they did that, he was never himself again. I mean, he was just you would be sitting there normal and he'd just spaz out.
Spaz out.
So if you was scared or something, it wouldn't work. So it's like his mom and stuff reached out to me, and then she was telling me like they don't put him on this shot. So they have created this new shot for people that have schizophrenic, bipolar, any type of weird, strong stuff that
Uh-huh.
can't be controlled. You bring them to the doctor, they get their shot once a month. And it's like he was like that. He don't remember nothing. He come back now all of a sudden he's acting normal. He's portraying like he's
Hmm.
normal because of the
I'm gonna
shot.
look it up to see which one it
Yeah.
is.
I'm a
Cause when
I'm
I
a
start hearing, I like to look it up.
yeah, and I'm gonna message my sister-in-law too and just ask her what's the name of it. And I was just like, what kind of medicine is this? Where have this medicine been for years? Like, is this even approved by the FDA? Because I've never heard of it. Like, and I've been in the medical field a long time.
And believe it or not, they have a lot of medications that's approved, that has been approved by the FDA, that we don't even know about. And by me working in the industry now, a lot of medicine that's coming across, I'm like, oh, is this new? They're like, no, this been around. This is for blase blase. So what I also found out, a lot of medications, if we don't know about it, because it's not prescribed at an outpatient level.
Hold on. For some odd reason, he came in by accident. I was say, hold on, girl, we got a guest that just popped in. But yeah, that's really about it, y'all. We done
Yeah,
said our point of view of it, and y'all are welcome in the comments to drop your point of view. Make sure you follow all of
definitely.
us on Instagram. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to Blue Isha Chronicles. They come on every day at 9:30 p.m. They be up with Big Man, Blue, Little Bit Shay, and Baby. We gets down over there. That is the house
Yes.
party. We gets down. Everything
Yes.
goes down. You get your therapy, your love connection, girl, everything. Freaky Friday, everything. Comedy, everything. We have it all over there. So make sure y'all tune
Yes.
in and catch them. Also, Big Man is starting a new page. Make sure y'all go ahead and tap into that. I'm gonna go ahead and link it to the end of this video so y'all can go
Yes.
ahead and like, share, and subscribe. What he's gonna tell
Meanwhile,
you.
in Marrero,
Yeah, he got some good apps, y'all. Say the name one more time, Shay.
Big Man's page is Meanwhile in Marrero, I believe it is.
Yeah, and when I tell y'all, if y'all know Big Man got episodes
Y'all
for
gonna be
days.
entertained.
Very entertaining. So we gonna go ahead and let y'all know. Once again, we enjoyed.
She's so cold. Hit your pole. After hours, just to turn up with a hoe. Tryna pick a pot that she already chose. Broke niggas got her turning up her nose. She's so cold. And she know. Yeah, she know. Yeah, she know. She's so cold. And she know. Yeah, she know. Yeah, she know. How you strutting around this bitch? That pussy better be good. Get out the car and leave it running while we fuck on the hood. You could bring all your little partners, yeah, I got them, it's good. She love the fact I'm getting money and I'm fucking her good. Can't be no weak nigga, girl out your range. Only big league niggas, this not no game. Man, she eat niggas, and not no brain. Won't get them cheeks if you ain't got no name. You lame, diamonds make her dance, she go pussy pop. Yeah, know I get the bag, make her pussy hot. Make you wanna kiss it when I pull it out. I don't call it tricking, it's just looking out.